So what's been the biggest news in psychology of the last 20 years? And I would argue that it is the unequivocal discovery that our emotions determine our thoughts and behaviors, not the other way around. And there's no shortage of evidence to make this point. There's all of the work that was done with split brain patients back in the 70s, where they would basically show something that was funny or provocative to one side of the brain, causing an emotional response, totally outside of the awareness of the individual, who would then concoct a reason for it being funny or provocative. There's all of the work that's been done, the famous Ikea study, where they had people make split-second decisions about what they liked versus what they didn't like, versus making long lists of pros and cons, and then finding invariably that the people who made split-second decisions were far happier with their purchases months later than the people who had meticulously listed out pros and cons. The point is, we've shown this now that in so many different ways, using fMRI, the entire field of behavioral economics. All of that basically makes the point over and over again that emotion is primary, that we are essentially emotional beings that have a cognitive overlay, which provides justifications and rationalizations for what we do, and that we are essentially these emotional beings that have evolved to survive based on our emotions, just the way animals do, and that the cognition is sort of the last to the party and has the smallest effect. Why does that matter? It matters because, there's my dog is chiming in on this. It matters because if you seek to understand people's emotional well-being and their mental health and all the rest using only cognitive measures, you're missing most of the story. And that's the way it's been for 50 years or so, more, 70 years. We ask people to fill out things like the PHQ-9 and the GAD-7 to measure their sort of conscious self-reflection on how they're feeling, instead of actually directly assessing how they're feeling. And we've shown that how people are feeling doesn't manifest itself that way very well. You really have to be in a mood to want to disclose a lot about yourself. You have to really be able to be in touch with how you're feeling. You have to have the words for it or to recognize the words that describe it. And those are a whole series of cognitive tasks that get in the way of a pure emotional measurement. So that's why we developed AgileBrain, which seeks to get around all of that by directly assessing emotional needs, how well they're fulfilled, and how we're feeling. See you in the next video.